Hello slot car fans. If you guys saw my previous video on the unboxing of all the competition slot car bodies that I got, they were just a bunch of new old stock that I got for really cheap. And then you've seen my videos about the scratch building of the slot cars using the universal chassis. Well, as I mentioned in the unboxing video of the slot car bodies, that most of these seem like they were way too low and had too small of a wheel size, or would require too small of a wheel diameter in order to be usable with these universal type 124 chassis. But there's a couple of them in here that actually worked, and one of them is this one here that I think is going to be pretty cool. This is the 124 scale JK Products DTM Alfa Romeo 4. Let me zoom in on that so you can see a little better. There we go. So that's what this body here is, and as you can probably see, it looks like it wants to fit pretty well. I can shorten the wheelbase a little bit on this chassis to make it fit, and it's a little bit wide at this point, but I can take some of the spacers out of the wheels in order to narrow it. But there's definitely potential here for this particular body, and I happen to have a couple of them, so I could more quickly, I think, put something like this together just to give it some testing versus messing with the plastic the plastic car kits, because I really want to try to be able to use the interiors and all the trim pieces and stuff, and it takes a lot longer for me to get those together. This would be much quicker. But in addition to this body here, let me show you one other thing first. Just for grins, the interesting thing about these competition 124 bodies is that they just seem smaller than a 124 scale car would be. Now, as an demonstration here, as an example, I don't know how good this is going to look, but see from up here if you can tell. This is a 132 scale car, a 132 scale electric Jaguar, and it really isn't that much smaller than what they're calling this 124 scale body. But I'll bet you if I had this in a 124th scale Carrera car, it would be considerably bigger than that. So it's almost like their competition 124s are so close to 132 that I may end up trying to get a 132 universal chassis and see if I can make that work, as well as I have the possibility of just actually buying, trying the competition style chassis if I can find one of them somewhere cheap. Oops. Okay, I screwed everything up here. There we go. So the other body that has a possibility, like I said, this is the Alfa Romeo 4 DTM. It looks like it'll work on a ScaleAuto chassis with a little bit of adjusting. The other one that also looks like it's going to work is this one here, which is supposed to be a Firebird. It almost looks like a dirt oval wedge car. It's the out of sight Trans Am Firebird. Let you see that a little better. There you go. And as you can see, that thing is just super wedged out, but it looks like there's just enough room for me to get the wheels and tires up in there and make it work, because they give you a little extra plastic around the bottom anyway, which I'll probably have to make use of. But that is going to look wicked, I think. See it from a couple of different angles. And like I said, that's supposed to be the it's supposed to be this Firebird body. So that's another possibility. I may end up putting the plastic model bodies on hold to try a couple of these just for grins. But anyway, thought I'd show you guys this because the the differences in the sizes, if you haven't experimented with this, you wouldn't know. And I'm just kind of scratching the surface of all this stuff, so trying to pass on what I find out to everyone else. Thanks for watching.